Hey, day 5. Day 5 is dedicated to APIs. APIs stands for Application Programming Interface, and this is the most important topic. I generally call every topic as most important, but yeah, this is important, okay, for foundational um, skills, okay. So first 7 days are crucial for building up other skills on top of that, and day 4 is dedicated to application programming interface. Okay, you will always find something whenever you are talking about software development related to APIs. Okay, you will see these APIs are provided by all different companies or products related to softwares. These APIs provide an interaction to communicate with the server side of a particular software. These APIs are just, you can consider those as scripts or coding scripts. It can be JavaScript or Python or any other server side language. It will execute on the server side, on the server, and respond you with some output. It can be a success message, it can be some values from the database, it can be any kind of inference in LLM. All of these are just codes that will execute on the server side. So you will see these APIs available in recent products like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude. All of these tools provide their APIs in which you hit their APIs, or you can say you call their APIs, and a code will be executed and it will respond something to you. It can be a response from ChatGPT model, or it can be from anything, whatever depends on what type of software it is. Okay, and that's why APIs are important. When you talk about APIs, there are a lot of things you should know about. Um, there is a simple question from Amazon's interview. Uh, like it was product manager's interview, but still, it's a very good question. That whenever somebody hit a URL, for example, you see Amazon.com, when you enter that URL and press enter, what exactly happens? So the simple answer is the website will load. But obviously, this is the right answer, but for the user end of it or user perspective, when you're talking about a software or engineering end of it, so you need to be more crucial about uh, all the steps it will take to exactly load the landing page of Amazon.com. Okay, so there are a lot of things happen between when you hit the URL and it will display something in front of you. Okay, so all of the APIs will call. There's a lot of network configurations. There will be scheme involved in it. There will be routes of the website and so many other things. The DNS, the IP addresses, and so many other things. Okay. So to understand that basics about it, this is a very long uh, and very long thing I wrote here. So which will help you understand APIs better. And this is the starting point. Everything you see here in day by day will be long form content. It it may sound like we are starting from beginning, but still there's a lot of work as a beginner. Okay, we have to increase the volume of it because in 75 days we have to cover a lot of things. Okay, so every day we need to dedicate some hours for it, and that's why you will find long form content which will um, which will create a strong foundation for you to work with advanced things in it. Okay, so I divided it into multiple parts, explaining what APIs are, what REST APIs are, what web application is, and so many other things. Okay, so as I told you about the Amazon question, when you see a particular URL, it contains HTTP slash and so on. Okay, so when I talk about HTTP or HTTPS, this is this is nothing but a scheme. We call it a scheme, which represent what type of rules that URL is going to follow on the internet. Okay, so hypertext transfer protocol. Protocol means set of rules that the URL is going to follow. There are other schemes available like FTP, file transfer protocol, and so many other uh, transfer protocols are available. When you see a S with it, which is HTTPS, S is for secure. Basically, it's a SSL layer we add to that particular URL, which is basically a secure socket layer, okay, which will give you a simple protection to on the internet. Okay, we'll talk about that later, but still, that's a scheme. When you talk about Amazon.com, which is a DNS, okay, domain name system. So domain name system is basically for us as humans, because there is a specific IP address associated with different URLs. Okay, so initially this IP addresses were given, internet protocol addresses were given. These addresses represent a particular position on a whole internet, or the server basically. Okay, so anybody, or you can say it's a unique identity for a particular website, okay, or an API. Okay, when you talk about this specific URL or specific DNS, they assigned a name to it because there is a um, specific IP address. For example, 127.0.0.1. This is a pattern of IPv version 4. So version 4 is more towards like this, and when you represent this IP address, and generally we don't remember these numbers as humans, so we assigned we created a system, we call it domain name system, and based on it we assign different names to those numbers. Okay, for example, Amazon.com. So Amazon.com will have a um, specific IP address, and based on it, it will respond to whatever uh, wherever that address is, whatever wherever the content of that website is. Okay, and same goes to a lot of things. Okay, so uh, and after that you will find routes and different areas to track particular folders or files on a particular website. Okay, so there's a lot of things related to it. When you go inside this, you will understand what different parts types of APIs are available, different REST APIs, what exactly it is. It is for foundational purpose. Okay, and I also added a lot of hands-on for each and everything related to APIs. Okay, and it will help you a lot in terms of understanding APIs. It doesn't matter if you working with Python or any other language, okay, because APIs are common, but still um, there are multiple server-side languages available, um, okay, in the world. Okay, so that's the whole point here. So you can go through this long form content, which is most important, and then we'll move to day 5. Okay, so that's it for day 4. This is a simple overview I was giving you, and that's it. Let's meet in day 5. There will be more about APIs in future topics, but let's see. Okay, so that's it. Let's meet in day 5 session.